Alright, good morning. We're in Fenwick and we're going to look at all the different foods that you can get at Fenwick. There's a big food hall here, loads of different options. There's also loads of little standalone places. We've been to most of them. Some of them we haven't been to. The one we're first going to now is EL&N. Stands for Eat, Live and Nourish. Never been there before. Don't think I'm really the demographic, but we're going to see what it's like.
This place started in Mayfair and now is a global chain. It's all kind of on trend with pastel colours, and the menu includes a lot of things like pistachio and matcha, all those things that are like trending at the moment. The menu, it's not just cakes, you can get brunch stuff, so you can get eggs and you can get sandwiches, all that sort of stuff. So it's a kind of breakfast and brunch place. You can also get kind of healthy stuff like acai bowls. The patisserie stuff was what I was interested in because I do love the tiramisu. This was the pistachio Spanish and this was the corner slab of tiramisu. So decent enough place. Probably not somewhere I would ever visit again, but decent.
I've come outside now, it's absolutely blowing a gale outside, to be fair. Hopefully you can hear us. So EL&N, I was probably going into it a little bit cynical, thinking it's not for me. Evidently I'm not like a woman in our mid-20s or 30s. And I think that's how the brand is kind of aimed at. It's like a lifestyle sort of Instagrammable brand, which I get, it's fine. Clearly I'm not that demographic, but we'll give it a try. And actually I was pleasantly surprised. The tiramisu was really nice, but was actually more surprised of why I actually enjoyed it was the service was really good. The lass that was like looking after us was really nice. She was really polite, really friendly. The drink that I had, the Spanish pistachio latte or whatever it was called, I could feel that kind of clogging up my arteries as I was drinking it. So it was all right though. I was won over a little bit, but then I got the bill. And then when I got the bill, I wasn't won over anymore. So that was like £18.19 or something like that, included a 10% service charge. And I thought that bill was a bit excessive, to be fair. So anyway, a bit of a wander around the food hall. Then I went to Oosburn Coffee, got myself a coffee there, $3.95 for a latte, which is a small latte, to be fair. It's
And this is the point where a sudden gust of wind blew me hat off. I tried to grab it with my hand whilst holding a cup of coffee and I got covered in coffee.
Oh, there you go, blowing a gale, coffee everywhere. So that was that.
So drama of washing a t-shirt all day long on the Saturday aside. This is a little bit of a walkthrough of the food hall, and there's just everything you could possibly expect in this place. A lot of luxury brands from all across the world, stuff that you probably won't see in normal kind of food supermarkets. A lot of kind of luxury brands, and as well as the luxury brands, there's also a lot of the Northeast brands. So if you pop in here, you'll see that they do support a lot of local business. There's a lot of really good local brands in here. That licorice there's a Swedish brand that we've just passed there. I absolutely love that licorice. So when you come through all this stuff, you come through all the confectionery, perfect for Christmas presents, by the way. If you want to shop around here at Christmas time, you then go into the kind of beer and wine and spirits. Absolutely gigantic selections of wines, whites, reds, rosés, champagnes. Also an incredible selection of spirits, a load of gins there, as you can see. There's a big wall of whiskey, loads of rums. I was actually looking for a bottle of tequila for Tuesday, so she could try and perfect our margarita skills at home, but a lot of the tequila was quite expensive and I didn't actually fancy spending that much money. But yeah, perfect for gifts, for birthday presents and stuff. This here is Fuego. So I was here quite early, so that's why it's dead, but it's always chock-a-block Fuego. Difficult to get a walk-in. You can get walk-ins though, but they do a lot of tapas, so we've been multiple times before. Here's just a selection of a couple of little videos from a time when we were there quite some time ago. And it's really, really good. The thing with the food places inside Fenwick, a lot of people say like, I don't want to go and eat food in a department store. But honestly, some of the restaurants in Fenwick Food Hall are what I would say are some of the best in the whole of Newcastle. But yeah, you can get lots of fresh produce here as well, so it's not just the dry stuff and the luxury brands. This is Saltwater, which we've also been to many times before. We absolutely love this place. It's part of the 21 group, so you know you're going to get quality. A couple of little snaps here from times where we went before. Lovely little cocktail there and some oysters, and this lobster, absolutely stunning. But also, as well as being able to eat in, there's a fishmonger's there, so you can buy some fish. Looking around there, there's some pies, there's a spice station here, so you can get some spices and curry kits. And then porterhouse, so you can buy fresh meat. It's a butcher's as well as a restaurant, so you can get yourself some fresh meat, loads of different options. And then this is a few little pics from a previous visit. Again, really high-end stuff. Porterhouse is another part of the 21 group. And then we actually went, well, I went by myself the other night for me tea, and they've just launched a happy hour deal where you get 1 cocktail and 2 snacks for £18, which is Monday to Friday between 3 and 5. So there's a few little snack options there, good list of cocktails there, and there's also a full menu. The full menu is still there. The full menu is really good, big range of steaks. That's kind of what they specialise in. That's where the name comes from, obviously, porterhouse. But yeah, I got a few little snacks. I got a Negroni, I got the pork pie, I got some short rib croquettes, and that was like a fried olive and spicy sausage, and that's just some Iberico ham. This is Mason and Rye, who are also well known for their bread and for their cakes and for their pastries. So they have this counter again. You can just pop in, you can pick some stuff up and take it away, or if you want to, you can sit in. This is Choco Fruit, which is just quite a new place in Fenwick Food Hall. Again, following on the trends, you've probably seen there's places in like Borough Market who do tubs of strawberries covered in chocolate. They do strawberries that have been dipped in chocolate that you can buy and take away. It's yeah, again, it's something that's trending at the moment. Whether these will be here for the long haul, I'm not sure about that. But if you did want some fresh fruit, some beautiful fresh strawberries covered in chocolate, well, this is the place to go to. Then back through the food aisles, so just going down to the very, very bottom where you have things like oils and butters and different types of salt and spices, loads of different things for home cooking down here at the bottom end, but really good brands, really good quality items. And this was Oosburn Coffee Company, where I got my coffee from, which I covered myself in. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. This is Black's Corner. You've probably seen Black's Corner in a previous video. So Black's Corner, I've got a place in East Bolden. They've got a place in Seaburn, which is the tram shelter, and this is their little spot just opposite Oosburn Coffee Company within Fenwick Food Hall. So they do unbelievable cheese and wine and charcuterie. We did a previous video on this one when they first opened, so you can go back and watch that, which is a bit more of a full video rather than just this quick little snapshot. They do these wine toppers, which are really good. So if you just want to pop in just a little bit of a break from your shopping, you can just pull up a seat and just get these wine toppers, a nice glass of wine and some cheese. If you want to maybe go for a bit more of a long haul and just chill out for a few more hours, they do a lot of different food here. They do have a large range of dishes which are based around cheese and charcuterie, and they do have a massive selection of wine. They also do a lot of really good cocktails. A couple of quick little snapshots of some of the dishes that we had on a previous visit. So these were just the charcuterie, that was venison pastrami. And there's just different types of cheese for everyone, so depending on what sort of cheese you like, that's the Baron by God there, which is a really, really nice cheese. If you're not sure what you want, if you're not sure what different things are on the menu, the staff are really knowledgeable, so you can just ask them just to point you in the right direction. They can recommend you cheeses and charcuterie and also wine. As I say, massive, extensive wine range here as well, and it's all listed by the colours. They do some orange wine here as well. So there's plenty to choose from, and I definitely would recommend it. Then you have Coleman's. There's been a bit of an internet debate about this one. It is officially pronounced Coleman's, but if you live in South Shields, you've probably been calling it Coleman's for the last however long you've been alive. So I think either will do. But they are on the first floor. There's a beautiful mural which lines behind created. They do a lot of work around Newcastle, around decoration and whatnot. But yes, these are a unbelievable fish and chip brand, an award-winning fish and chip brand who are now in Fenwick, and they're absolutely first class. I'm not really a fish fan, in all honesty. I don't tend to ever order fish. Good Friday is probably the only time I would ever have any, but I tend more to just have jumbo sausage and chips or fish cake. I'm really not a fan, but the fish here is amazing. This is the only place in the whole world where I would ever have fish and chips. So hopefully that tells you something. But there's a really good menu here, full drinks menu. They do a load of little snacks as well. These are the 3 cheese croquettes. These are the mushy pea fritters, which you have to get. They're absolutely outstanding. And these are the spam hash browns. So really like old school hearty ingredients, things like spam. So the restaurant, yeah, it's always packed out, so you need to book ahead. It's very popular. They've got a space obviously in, if you don't know, South Shields on Ocean Road, and then they've got the Seafood Temple, which is down on the seafront in South Shields. So this is the first time kind of venturing outside of South Shields, and I think they've done an amazing job. That's the fish and chips there. The batter is incredible. The chips are amazing. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this place. So yeah, give that a shot. There's also a Cafe 21, which is what you would expect from Cafe 21. Patisserie, good quality fixed price menu. There's also a Fred's downstairs. Now Fred's is Fenwick's own brand. It's kind of a take on a classic Parisian cafe, so I recommend that place too. But where we always finish off is where the video is going to finish off here, is in Mother Mercy. So Mother Mercy are a really good brand which we love. They are all over Newcastle. They're also at Sheepfolds, and they're also in Heaton. They're currently doing a sip and stamp thing at the moment where you can collect stamps at all of the different venues, and that will get you eventually a free cocktail, and also keep going and you'll get 25% off your bill.
That's your whack Fenwick's food hall. Loads of different choices, loads of places to go to. There's also a Cafe Nero there, which we didn't cover because we don't really do chains. I think they've got enough coverage themselves. Most of the places we cover there are all local places. Loads of places that are the 21 hospitality group, and then you've also got like the Mother Mercy brand in there. Some really good brands. Fantastic place to go. Loads of choices. Definitely something for everyone. Definitely more on the pricey side, I'm not going to deny that. But it's a good quality lunch, a good quality meal. Would definitely recommend. And with that, I think we're done. Quite a few Negronis down now, but just to say thank you for watching. Thank you if you do subscribe. If you don't subscribe, please do. It makes a big difference. Please click that subscribe button. And if you want to follow us on other socials, you can scan that QR code. That'll take you to Facebook, to Threads, to Instagram, to TikTok. You can drop me an email if you want. And I think that's about it. So we'll see you on the next one. Watch what you're doing.